Hi Instagram. This is on Facebook. Okay, hi Facebook. This is a later one. Got the kids to bed and kind of got settled here. Had a busy day, but day 4 of the daily health habits. Okay, so if you're new here, my name is Jocelyn. I am a gold leader within doTERRA and love sharing my little tips and tricks about living a holistic, like a natural life. So today we're going to be talking, hey Megan, we're going to be talking about the topic for this kind of challenge is lose the negative. So hey Haley, as you jump in, say hi. Lose the negative. Okay, so we talked day 1 was up your water intake. Day 2, eat whole foods. Day 3, move your body, get on the yoga mat, even if it's just a little stretch to, I called it, because your body builds up these fibers, and I call it the fuzz, but I'm kind of a nerd because I was studying yin yoga, but it's this guy named Gil Headley that he used to call it. Hey Lisa, I don't know, Lisa, have you ever heard of Gil Headley? He's like it's really strange, but he has a really funny video. It's called The Fuzz. So if you want to Google that, it's hilarious. But anyway, back on topic. He's all about that. So anyway, day 4, lose the negative. So this is a pretty big topic, but I think we can all agree that when we surround ourselves with people that are negative and we leave from their presence, we feel crappy, right? We feel like they sucked our energy. We feel shitty because they're always negative. They're always like down on themselves. The world's out to get them and things like that. Our challenge for today, I'm going to tell you, there's 2 parts, but I'm going to tell you at the end of this little blurb. Okay, so Jim Rohn, he's like a famous author and speaker. He says that we are the average of the 5 people we surround ourselves with. So I want you to just take a second to think about that because it really makes a lot of sense. Who do you surround yourself with? And how do they make you feel? Yeah, totally. It's so massive. I know like this is like a health habits challenge, but like our health is dependent upon our circumstances and scenarios that we put ourselves in. So you are the only one that can make you happy. You're the only one that can fill your cup. And once we begin to rely on others, sometimes like we have these weird relationships where we like all of a sudden just become reliant on the other person for our satisfaction. That's a bad, no bueno. Okay. So I want you to think about that. Who do you surround yourself with? Not even in the physical, like the physical is amazing. Yes, we're talking physical, but we're also talking about social media. So social media can be amazing. It's a great tool that we stay connected all over the world. But what do you see on social that's impacting your everything and shaping your view on the world, right? So social media can be a great tool, but can also be a great hindrance. So I want you to, as your challenge, part of the challenge, I'll tell you at the end, but I want you to think of kind of detoxing your social feed. So reality is there's just negative people everywhere, okay? And it's up to us to choose who we surround ourselves with. So the truth of the matter is that they are super stuck and they're not growing or evolving or whatever you want to call it. And they don't want to see you succeed. Maybe they don't want to support you. They're scared, basically, they're scared that they'll lose you. So they want to keep you stuck and small and kind of, maybe some of those people don't even realize what they're saying to you or what they're doing to themselves and to people around them. A lot of people are just like, they don't even know that they're super negative. But anyway, just for a second, I want you to picture yourself at the end of your life. So how are you feeling at the end of your life? How do you feel about your life? Like, did you do the things you wanted to do? Did you allow yourself to dream? Or did you stay small just to fit inside somebody else's box? So often family does this to us. Close friends that we had through for a long time, like childhood friends and things like that. Sometimes we outgrow people, and that's okay. Like, that's really okay. It's okay. And know that it's like 100% legit that you will lose friends. As you grow and progress as a person, maybe you're in business, maybe you're not. But the reality is that we're all evolving at a different pace, and sometimes we outgrow people, and that's okay. So, who do you want to be? who do you know? This is a good one, is who do you know who is like how you want to be? So part of the challenge, first part of this challenge today, is to spend more time around the people doing the things that you want to be doing. Because everything, we all rub off on each other, right? If we're around crappy people that are just angry at life, we're just gonna like get that onto us. I don't like, so I'm gonna tell you at the end actually some oils that I love to use for shielding and things like that, and cleansing and clearing. But yeah, that's the first part of the challenge, is I just want you to kind of evaluate who do you spend your time with, and make a point of getting in front of people, spending time with people. Maybe you book a coffee date with like this, you know, an acquaintance that you really connected with or really felt good around, or like find ways to actually go to community events or networking events around and meet people that are in that similar mindset of you, or your new hobby that supports the way you want to feel, essentially. So the second part of your challenge is to clean up your social feed. So did you know that you can actually stay friends with people on Facebook and just unfollow, or just you don't see their posts? So you can actually just click a little button and then you don't see their posts. So often when we open Facebook, we're like, bam, like just like people complaining all the time. It's time to unfollow those people. Okay, that doesn't mean you're not their friends. And again, on Instagram too, if you're following people on Instagram, that's awesome that you want to see their stuff. Instagram is 100% visual. Like, if the people you follow aren't making you feel freaking awesome, then unfollow them right now. Because Instagram is like the place for visual, and there's so many cool things to see and look at and follow and learn about. And on Instagram, we don't need to be following people that are just like dragging the rest of us down. You know what I mean? So that's just my 2 cents anyway. But yeah, doesn't mean that you have to be, not their friend. It just means that you kind of limit yourself and your time that you spend with these people. Just a little of my 2 cents again. Okay, so some oils I would suggest for breaking off toxic relationships or shielding from people. I call them energy suckers. When you're around someone and you leave their presence and you just feel like drained and like crappy. So basically some of my top ones, there are so many, you guys. Okay, so lemongrass is super cleansing. This is an awesome cleansing oil. Purify to diffuse. Another one is tea tree. So tea tree is actually like, physically it's an antiseptic and all the good things like that, but it's like super good for cleansing. It's kind of like a smudge. So tea tree is awesome. How would you use these? So you could put a drop in your hands and just like physically cut ties. I talked about this before, but I went to a workshop and it's literally like the woman was saying, like, physically, whatever, if you believe in this or not, it doesn't matter, it doesn't bother me, but cutting ties, like you're actually cutting these energetic ties with these people. And she suggested that every day we do that. We just kind of cut ties with everyone who we came in contact with in the day and just come back to center. So another awesome one is Douglas fir. If you feel like you're like recreating these old patterns or like generational stuff coming up, Douglas fir is an amazing oil for that. Okay, so shielding, the Protective Blend, On Guard. This is an awesome oil for shielding. Okay, it's got some cinnamon, clove, eucalyptus, rosemary, and wild orange in there, and then cinnamon itself is really like, it's an awesome oil for that kind of thing too. I'm just gonna look in my book here and just remind myself. Yeah, it's awesome. So that's kind of for shielding, but in essence, it's whatever works for you, okay? Because we connect so much to that emotional side of how we're feeling. Just a little 2 cents on the oils. The limbic brain, the part of our brain that when we inhale, the aroma goes directly into the brain like instantly. That's the part of our brain where we're storing things like memories, emotional stuff, trauma, and it's really cool how essential oils, like pure essential oils, can actually start to unpack that stuff and help you, assist you in working through that like stuff that you're holding on to. So it's really, really cool. there are so many oils that we can utilize to help us shift like ourselves, move past any blocks. And yeah, we have emotional ties to like why we are choosing to surround ourselves with toxic people and why we're actively choosing to recreate old patterns. So our sense of smell is one of the ways that we can actually move through these old patterns of conditioning and repair those parts of ourselves. It's a process, not going to happen overnight, but it starts with actively, going back to the beginning, surrounding yourself with the people that you want to be like, right? Making it a goal or like part of your routine to go for coffee once a week with somebody that you really aspire to be like. Okay, so some of my favorite oils to use for like kind of like self-love or like I guess protection, because I believe like whatever feels good for you and feels in alignment for you, that's what you use. Okay, there's nobody that can tell you what to use or not to use regarding essential oils emotionally. It's all about, it's unique to your system. There's like suggestions out there, but I mean, just listen to your intuition and what's working for you. So I love bergamot, hence the name Bergamot and Balance, but bergamot is the oil of excuse me, self-acceptance. Okay, so it's literally, this is how I love to use bergamot. I diffuse it all the time, and with the ones that are for like breaking off relationships and shielding yourself, you can also diffuse those. But just by smelling it in, it's going right into that part of the brain that goes through that stuff. I love to wear my oils in my hair. It's like a little diffuser. And then topically too, you can emotional stuff over the heart, over here, lots of veins, and absorb super quickly into our skin. Use a carrier oil if you have extra sensitive skin. Use a carrier oil for sure if you're using hot oils like cinnamon or On Guard or Protective Blend. But for the most part, like you can use doTERRA oils topically, no problem. Just be mindful of the sun. If it's summertime where you are, you're going to want to dilute with bergamot, but also apply it not somewhere the sun is going to see. So maybe on your belly or your solar plexus is a good emotional spot as well. But I love through the hair in the summertime, just because the citrus oils, especially bergamot, is super like photosensitive, so it could cause a burn. Okay, so challenge. It's a little bit longer than it usually is. So challenge, take a look at who you spend your time with. I want you to actively choose from now on who you spend your time with and actively surround yourself with like-minded people. And then number 2, clean up your social feed. Okay, so see you guys Monday for another week of my best daily health habits. I hope you're enjoying it. If you are, please share, because share the love. And I will see you guys Monday. Bye.